What's good, everyone? My name is Jared and welcome to InformOverload. Hope you're ready to get overloaded with some information because that's exactly what we're gonna do today. I'll also be answering some comments and questions for you guys at the end of this video, so stick around. Let's talk about this mummified Buddhist who came back to life first. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I don't think he actually did. In fact, I think he's been dead since he originally died back in 1927, but some people think he's been alive this whole time. Let's get more into it. The body of Lama Dashi Dorzo Etobicoke was buried when he died back in 1927 in the lotus position, also known as one of the most popular meditating positions. When they examined his body years after his death, it seemed there was very little signs of decay, leading people to believe that the Lama is possibly still alive. However, considering how he was believed to be born in 1852, that would technically make him either 163 or 164 years old, depending on when his birthday is. What I'm trying to say is it's impossible, bruh. There's apparently no video footage of this mummified man moving either, but we do have pictures. We also have Photoshop, so I'm kind of feeling like this may not be real. But don't tell Lama Damba Ayeshiv, current head of the Buddhist Traditional Sangha, which is a part of the Buddhist community, cause he'll get triggered. When he heard about the claims people are making, saying that the pictures released could be a security guard instead of the mummified man, Damba said, I quote, "One image shows a grainy figure in the foreground, while a second, a day later, shows a similar figure close to or on a sofa. This is not a joke, that's for sure. I see a figure of a man on the shot, as you do, and I know precisely there could not be anyone in the palace of Kambo Lama Etobicoke at this time. As you can imagine, that palace is where Lama Dashi is kept, sealed in a glass tomb. So let's say somehow, some way, this man did come back to life, or possibly never died, and has stayed in a hibernated state for almost 100 years. Why now would he come back to life? Well, the people that believe it is in fact him think it's because Donald Trump is president. No, I'm kidding. They believe he walked around in a bid for world peace. And although I really find this hard to believe, especially because there is no video evidence, just pictures, some weird stuff did happen with this guy previously. As mentioned before, they examined his bodies years after his death with signs of little decay. But this happened a few times. First in 1955 and again in 1973. And that I really can't explain because that's just some witchcraft if you ask me. His body was most recently examined for a third time back in 2002, and this time not only did monks check out his body, but scientists and pathologists were there as well. And according to them, the body was, I quote, in the condition of someone who had died 36 hours ago. It's been almost 100 years. How is this possible? Something the Lama was preserved in salt, which could slow down the decaying process. But still, so crazy. The pictures do show the figure in two different spots, so I'm going to come to the conclusion that it's one of two things. Either A, someone who is mistakenly being confused for this monk who died almost 100 years ago, or B, someone who is purposely trying to be confused for this monk who died almost 100 years ago. Either way, I think it's safe to say it most likely isn't the monk who died almost 100 years ago. Now, why, you may ask? Well, he died almost 100 years ago. But I'm no scientist, I'm just a YouTuber, so what do I know, right? As always, you guys gotta let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you really think it is this mummified monk, or do you think it's just someone maybe playing a prank? You gotta let me know down below. Anyways, now I'll be answering some of your comments and questions from the video we did about the Simpsons predicting a John Lewis Christmas ad. A lot of you guys called me out for saying that it was a skunk who was jumping on the trampoline, not a badger, to which I will say I stand corrected. But now I have a question for you guys. Why does it matter so much? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for correctness, and you know, if one person was like, it's a skunk, not a badger, I'd be like, oh, or sorry, it's a badger on a skunk, I'd be like, oh, okay, sorry. But like, a lot of you guys seemed really concerned in telling me that I was wrong, and seemed more focused on that than the actual video, so I feel like it kind of took away from the whole point of the video. But now I do know skunks apparently don't exist in the UK, so thank you for that. Knowledge is power. And this is also a great segue for the next comment. Jared is the best said, say sorry 10 times just because you're Canadian and it sounds funny. So here we go. Sorry, 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 sorry. Sorry. Doglover263 said, have you ever broken a bone badly? I've been very fortunate that I don't think I've ever broken a bone in my life. I've been relatively healthy as well, so I'm really happy for that. I haven't really had much illnesses, although I did have strep throat like a ton of times, and I had mono once. But that's it for this video, guys. Again, as always, you gotta let me know all your thoughts in the comment section right down below. I wanna know if you guys think this mummy is real or just a misunderstanding. I'll see you guys soon.